Good morning students. This is 10th standard biology video class, video 9. In this video, we are going to continue the lesson transportation in plants and circulation in animals. Dear students, in the previous video class, we have seen what is heartbeat, one complete contraction and relaxation of the cardiac muscle is known as heartbeat. Contraction phase is known as systole. Relaxation phase is known as diastole. The contraction and relaxation is taken place of the atrium and the ventricles. The heart normally beats 70 to 75 times per minute. That is said to be heartbeat. Then two types of heartbeat we have seen, neurogenic and myogenic heartbeat. The next we have seen the important book back question, initiation of the impulse and conduction of heartbeat. For this process is taken place with the help of the important node is known as sinoatrial node, which is present at the top of the opening of superior vena cava. This sinoatrial node acts as a pacemaker which creates impulse. So this impulse which is spread over in the form of wave contraction over the left and right wall, pushing the blood into the atrioventricular wall, into the ventricles. Then this contraction from SA node reaches into the AV node, that is atrioventricular node, stimulate the impulse via atrioventricular bundle and Purkinje fibers. Then the pulse, the expansion of artery every time the blood is forced into the arteries is known as pulse. The expansion of artery every time the blood flows into it is known as pulse. Normal pulse rate is 70 to 90 minutes. That also we have seen in the previous video class. Then cardiac cycle. What is cardiac cycle? The sequence of events occurring from the beginning to the completion of one heartbeat is known as cardiac cycle. The total cardiac cycle is taken place about 0.8 seconds. This cardiac cycle, which is divided into 3, atrial systole, ventricular systole and ventricular diastole. Atrial systole is taken place in 0.1 second, ventricular systole 0.3 second, ventricular diastole 0.4 second. That is said to be cardiac cycle. And we have seen heart sound. The rhythmic closure and opening of the valves present in the heart is known as heart sound. It consists of two sounds. First sound is lub, second sound is tub. So both they constitute the heart of a sound. Up to this only we have seen in the previous video class. Today we are going to see what is blood pressure, different medical instruments such as stethoscope and sphygmomanometer, blood donation, RH factor, different types of blood groups, lymphatic system and functions of system. Dear students, blood pressure. The blood pressure is the force exerted at the time of the flow of blood against the lateral wall of the arteries. So what is blood pressure? It is a force exerted during the flow of blood against the lateral wall of the arteries is known as blood pressure. The blood pressure is high in the arteries and gradually drops into the arterioles and capillaries and became very low in the veins. So arteries which are showing the high blood pressure and the veins which are showing the low blood pressure. The blood pressure which is gradually drops in arterioles and capillaries. So this blood pressure is expressed in terms of the systolic pressure and diastolic pressure. That is systole. What is the systole? Contraction phase, and diastole, that is the relaxation phase. So blood pressure is expressed in terms of systolic pressure and diastolic pressure. First, systolic pressure during ventricular systole. So ventricular contraction, the left ventricle contracts and forces blood into the aorta. So left ventricle contracts and forces blood into the aorta. Now the pressure rises to a peak which is referred as systolic pressure. So during ventricular systole, that means contraction of ventricle, the left ventricle contracts and forces blood into the biggest artery known aorta. Now the pressure rises to a peak which is known as systolic pressure. Another one, diastolic pressure. During diastole, the ventricles relax and the pressure falls to the lowest value which is referred as diastolic pressure. So ventricular contraction means the pressure is very high, the left ventricle contracts and forces the blood into the aorta. That is known as systolic pressure. The pressure is also very high in the systolic pressure. Diastolic pressure, during diastole, the ventricles relax and pressure falls down to the lowest value which is referred as diastolic pressure. So these are all the two pressures which is seen in our body named as blood pressure. The definition of blood pressure is force exerted during the flow of blood against the lateral wall of the arteries. The blood pressure is high in the arteries, gradually drops, that means reduced, in arterioles and capillaries, and the lowest value in the veins. So based upon that, there are two pressure, systolic and diastolic pressure. Systolic pressure, the ventricular systole. The left ventricle contracts and push the blood into the aorta. So the pressure rises to a peak. That is known as systolic pressure. Then diastolic pressure means the ventricle relax and the pressure is falls down, and also it is the lowest value which is known as diastolic pressure. Dear students, the blood pressure in healthy adult in a normal resting condition, the systolic and diastolic blood pressure is 120 mm per 80 mm Hg. Blood pressure varies during the condition of physical exercises, anxiety, emotion, stress and sleep. So the prolonged, that means continuation or constant elevation of blood pressure is a condition known as hypertension. That means the pressure will be in continuous or constant elevation. That condition is known as hypertension. There is high blood pressure. Increase the risk of heart attack and stroke. So decreased in blood pressure is termed hypotension, that is low blood pressure. So there are two types of blood pressure, that is hypertension and hypotension. Hypertension means it is a continuous blood pressure or a constant elevation of your blood pressure is known as hypertension or high blood pressure, which cause risk of heart attack and stroke. Decrease in blood pressure is known as hypotension or low blood pressure. So these are all the different types of pressure: systolic pressure, diastolic pressure. Then the normal blood pressure range is 120 mm per 80 mm Hg in a relaxed position. At the same time, the blood pressure level is also vary in different conditions of physical exercises, anxiety, emotion, stress and sleep. Then other two types of pressure is hypertension and hypotension. Hypertension means it is a prolonged blood pressure or constant elevation of blood pressure of systolic and diastolic condition is known as hypertension. High blood pressure or high BP. Decreases in the blood pressure is termed as hypotension or low blood pressure or low BP. So this is the other two type of blood pressure and their ranges. Next we are going to see the medical instruments. One of the instrument is known as stethoscope. We all know that one. When you are suffering from fever or a cold, you are going to meet the doctor. So doctor is having the instrument and checking your body temperature, heartbeat, like that, and also pulse rate. That is said to be stethoscope and sphygmomanometer. First one, a stethoscope is used to detect the sound produced by the internal organs of body. So this is the instrument which is used to find out the sound produced in our body. The heart sound is heard by placing the stethoscope on the chest region. It is very much useful to diagnose tool to identify and localize a health problem and diagnose disease. So with the help of this instrument, we can able to identify the health problem and also diagnose what kind of disease. Some of the modern electronic stethoscopes are also highly precise instruments. So stethoscope is used to detect the sound which is produced by the internal organs of our body. The heart sound is heard by placing the stethoscope on the chest region. It is very much useful to diagnose the tool, that means instrument, to identify and localize health problems and to diagnose the disease. That means to find out the what kind of problem having in your body and also diagnose the disease with the help of the instrument or a tool is known as stethoscope. Some of the modern stethoscopes are also highly precise instruments. Dear students, see the diagram. This is the stethoscope. They are having the different parts. One is the earpiece, which are going to put it in the left side and the right side, which connected by a tube is known as ear tube. Then the blue color one is said to be the another tubing, which are connected by a small steel or stem-like portion with a turnable diaphragm with a bell. So this bell only placed on your chest. With the help of the earpiece, we can able to find out we can able to hear the sound produced by the internal organs of our body. Particularly, we can able to identify the heartbeat with the help of the instrument is known as stethoscope. Dear students, the next medical instrument is sphygmomanometer. Is the clinical instrument which is used to identify the blood pressure level of our body, and also that should be identified in a relaxed condition and resting condition of a person. So this sphygmomanometer is used to identify the blood pressure of a brachial artery is measured. And also the sphygmomanometer used to estimate the state of blood circulation and the working of the heart. Dear students, we have already studied three types of blood circulation: systemic, pulmonary and coronary circulation. So this circulation is also estimated with the help of the sphygmomanometer, and the working mechanism of heart is also measured by sphygmomanometer. Then this instrument helps to diagnose increased or decreased blood pressure. That is the main one. Sphygmomanometer is the instrument used to identify or diagnose the blood pressure level, whether it is increased or decreased manner. Some of the monometric and modern digital type of sphygmomanometer is also used to measure the blood pressure. The diagram is also given in your book. So this is the another instrument which is used to diagnose the blood pressure level, is known as sphygmomanometer. Dear students, this is all the instrument named as sphygmomanometer. First one is the monometric. We all know that one. If you are having the BP in your body, means with the help of this instrument only we are diagnose the BP level. The another one is the digital type of blood pressure apparatus. Nowadays in most of the hospitals they are using. The first one is the old one. Another one is the modern digital type of sphygmomanometer. So these two, that is stethoscope and sphygmomanometer, are the two types of medical instruments which is very much useful to diagnose the diseases and also blood pressure level in our body. Next we are going to see different types of blood groups. The different types of blood group was first developed by Karl Landsteiner in the year 1900. He identified four types of group: A, B, O and AB. Out of these four, A, B and O are identified by Karl Landsteiner, and AB blood group was recognized by De Castello and Taney. So Taney and De Castello observed the AB blood group. Remaining A, B and O was observed by Karl Landsteiner. So these are all the different types of blood group which is present in human body. All the human beings not having same kind of blood. It may be vary. Each and every person having only one type of blood group. So it is not common for all the human beings. Each and every person which are having the different types of blood group. Dear students, human blood which contains a specific substance are called agglutinogen or antigen. So that means our blood group which are having different antigen or agglutinogen, Ag, and agglutinins are antibodies. Another one, antigen and antibodies are present in our blood group. Antigens are known as agglutinogens, measured as Ag. Another one, antibodies, which are symbolized as AB, otherwise known as agglutinins. These two substances which is present in our blood group. Antigens which are present on the outer surface of the RBC cell. So red blood corpuscles only which are contained in the liquid substance is called blood, which is red in color due to the red color pigment known hemoglobin, isn't it? So, in this RBC, outer surface of a cell, they are having agglutinogen or antigen. The symbol is Ag. Then the next one, AB, antibodies are present in the blood plasma. So, in our group, that means blood group, we are having two types of substance, antigens and antibodies. Antigen, which is present in the outer membrane of the RBC. Antibodies are present inner side of the blood plasma. So, based on the presence and absence of antigen and antibodies, human blood group is also classified into different types, A, B, AB and O. An individual has one of the four blood group. Already told you, each and every person which are having different types of blood group. That also only one type of blood group. That's why given in this line, an individual has one of the four blood group. First one, blood group A. So A group individuals, antigen A is present on the surface of RBC and antibody B is present in the plasma. It is the normal one. If your blood group A means antigen A is present in the outer membrane of the RBC, then antibodies, that is anti-B, is present in the plasma. That is said to be A group. So blood group A means outer surface which one is present? Antigen A. Antibody, what is that? Small b, which is present in the blood plasma. Next one, B group individuals. Antigen B is present on the surface of the RBC and antibody A is present in the plasma. See the differentiation. If the antigen A means antibody is small b. If the antigen B means the antibody is small a. So, if the blood group is A means antigen A on the outer surface, antibody small b is in the plasma. If the blood is B group means antigen B on the outer surface, antibody A in the blood plasma. Next one, AB group of blood individuals. Antigen A and B, which is present on the outer membrane of the RBC. But inner side of the plasma, antibodies are absent, no antibodies. Okay, that is said to be AB blood group. Next one, O group individual. Antigen A and B are absent on the outer membrane of RBC, but the plasma which contains both the antibodies of A and B. That is the O group. Dear students, see the differentiation of the blood group. A means antigen A, outer surface, inner side antibody B. B blood group means antigen B, outer surface, inner side antibody A. Then AB blood group means antigen A and B are present on the outer membrane, but antibodies are absent in the plasma. Next one, O group. O group means antigen A and B are absent on the outer membrane of RBC, but the plasma which contains both the antibodies of A and B. So this is said to be the difference blood group which is present in the human body, but each individual or each person which are having only one type of blood group in its body. Dear students, next we are going to see the blood donation. What is blood donation? So blood transfusion or blood donation is considered to be the antibody and antigen compatibility, that means matching, between the donor and the person receiving the blood, recipient. That means if you are going to donate the blood means both the antigen and antibodies are similar or compatibility matching should be checked before going to donate the blood. So those who are donating the blood is known as donor. Those who are receiving the blood is known as recipient. So both their antibodies and antigen compatibility should be matching. Then only we can able to donate the blood. When the individual receives mismatched blood group from the donor, agglutination or clumping of blood occurs in the body which leads to death. That means both the persons, that is donor and recipient, which are having different blood group, they are donating the blood from the donor to the recipient, means which forms agglutination or clumping occur in the body. It leads to death of a person. So if you are going to donate the blood, means before we have to check the antibodies and antigen of the both donor and recipient should be matching, or compatibility should be checked. After that only we have to donate the blood. If they are different group of blood, means if you are donating the blood which cause agglutination or clumping in the body leads to death of a person. So dear students, kindly noted that how we have to donate the blood. Before going to donate the blood, we have to check the antibodies and antigen of both donor and recipient. First one, person with AB blood group is called a universal recipient. That means a person which are having AB blood group can able to receive any kind of blood group, A, B or O. Whatever person can able to donate the person which are having AB blood group. That's why AB blood group is known as universal recipient. Recipient means to receive any kind of blood, whether it may be A group or B group or O group. AB person can able to receive the blood. So that AB blood group persons are known as universal recipient. See the definition. As they can receive blood from persons with any blood group, underline the word, எந்த குரூப்பாக இருந்தாலும் ஏபி பிளட் குரூப் அங்கே நம்ம என்ன பண்ணலாம், பிளட்டு கொடுக்கலாம், அவங்களும் வாங்கிப்பாங்க ரிசீவர். A person with O blood group is called universal donor. So a person which are having blood group of O can able to give blood to any kind of a person of blood group. So O group இருக்கிறவங்க யாருக்கு வேணாலும் blood என்ன பண்ணலாம், donate பண்ணலாம். So they are named as universal donor. As they can donate blood to person with any blood group. That means other groups such as A, B and AB, the O group person can able to donate the blood. So dear students, these two paragraph is giving the information about the person who is going to be receive the blood. Another one who is going to donate the blood to others. So first one AB, they are receiving any kind of blood group from any other group from the person. So it is known as universal recipient. A blood group O person is known as universal donor. So they can able to donate blood to any other group of a person. So up to this, we have seen different group of bloods under universal donor and universal recipient. Now we are going to see the next one, RH factor. So RH factor was discovered by Landsteiner and Wiener in the year 1940 in rhesus monkey. Rhesus monkey is a type of a monkey. The surface of the RBC contains the antigen for RH factor. Normally we have seen antigen A, antigen B, antigen AB. Only we have seen, isn't it? But One more antigen is known as RH factor, which is present on the outer surface of the RBC. So they are known as two types, RH positive and RH negative. So a person which are having RH antigen on the surface of the RBC, that is known as RH plus positive. If they are having RH minus means that is known as negative. Dear students, RH positive persons have RH antigen on the surface of the RBC cell, while RH negative person do not have RH antigen on the surface of a RBC. So antibodies developed against this RH antigen is known as RH antibodies. So this is the another type of antigen which is present in the outer membrane of the RBC. It is not common in all the human beings. Some of the person only, that is rare person only, having this kind of antigen on the surface of the RBC cell membrane. It is divided into two, RH plus and RH minus. RH plus means positive. The person which are having RH antigen on the RBC surface. If it is RH minus means negative, they do not have the RH antigen on the RBC surface. At the same time, the RH factor having the person having the antibodies in the plasma region. So those antibodies are known as RH antibodies. So this is all the another antigen which is present in some of the rare cases. So these are all different types of blood group and their antigens. Next, we are going to see the lymphatic system. So lymphatic system is also another liquid system which is transporting the fluid through the lymphatic system. Lymphatic system consists of lymphatic capillaries, lymphatic vessel, lymphatic nodes and lymphatic ducts. So the lymph is the fluid that flows through the lymphatic system. The lymphatic capillaries are united together to form a lymphatic vessel. The lymph nodes are a small oval or pear-shaped structure located along the length of the lymphatic vessels. Dear students, see the diagram. So this is the lymphatic system in man, which is denoted as green in color. The lymphatic system made up of lymphatic capillaries which are combined together to form a lymphatic vessels. So these lymphatic vessels are having a cavity is called a lymphatic duct. Another one is the thoracic duct. This lymphatic duct which are having number of nodes is known as lymph node. So this is said to be the lymphatic system which are transporting the fluid is known as lymph. Dear students, what is lymph? We are going to see in this paragraph. Lymph from the intercellular spaces drains into lymphatic capillaries. Lymph is a liquid fluid substance which is run through the lymphatic capillaries and drains into the lymphatic capillaries. Lymph is a colorless fluid formed when plasma, proteins and platelets escape into intercellular spaces in the tissues through the pores present in the walls of capillaries. That means lymph is another type of liquid which is formed when plasma, proteins, blood cells escape into the intercellular spaces in the tissues through the pores present in the wall of capillaries. So, it is produced at the time of plasma, protein, blood cells are escape in the intercellular spaces into the tissues through pores present in the wall of capillaries. So that this lymph is similar to the blood plasma. Dear students, it is look like blood only, but it is colorless. When compared to blood plasma, it contains less protein, very small amount of nutrients, oxygen, carbon dioxide, water and WBC is also present in the lymph system. So lymph is a fluid which is colorless. When it is formed at the time of plasma, protein, blood cells escape into the intercellular spaces of the tissues through the pores present in the capillaries. So this is also similar to the blood plasma, but it is colorless, contain less protein, very small amount of nutrients, oxygen, carbon dioxide, water and WBC. So this lymph is also showing certain function. Is an important book inside question. Functions of lymph. It supplies nutrient and oxygen to some of the parts where blood cannot reach. எங்கெல்லாம் ரத்தம் போக முடியாதோ அந்த இடத்துல these limbs which are carrying the nutrients and oxygen. And also it drains the excess tissue fluid and metabolites and returns proteins to the blood from tissue spaces. So with the help of this lymph only, we are drains the excess tissue fluid and some of the metabolites substances, and some kind of protein is also returned to the blood from the tissue spaces. Then the lymph also carries absorbed fat from the small intestine to the blood. The lymphatic capillaries of intestinal villi, that means lacteals, absorbed digested fats. Lymphocytes in the lymph defend the body from infections. That means the lymph which contains the cell is known as lymphocytes. They are responsible for protect the body from the infectious organism or disease causing germs. So these are all the different functions of lymph. Protecting the body against disease causing germs. It absorbs the digested fat which is present in the intestinal villi. Then it drains the excess of tissue fluid, metabolites and returns the proteins to the blood surfaces. It supplies nutrients and oxygen to different parts where the blood cannot reach. So these are all the different functions of lymph and their lymphatic system. Dear students, up to this I conclude my video. The lesson is also over. Remaining, we will see in the next video class with a new lesson. God bless you. All the best, children.